Hail Baruch Levi, be here from the Defiant Spirit. Thanks for tuning in. I want to just share with you some ideas I have around new resolutions. So, as I'm sure many of you know, I coach people, counsel people, guide people for a living. And part of what I do is help move forward in life with intention, with my teacher, Viktor Frankl, his his word of meaning, right? Meaning isn't just like, oh, that's nice, it feels good. It's conscious living. It's living with intention. And part of goal setting is that process. But that's not what our culture means most of the time when we say New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals. I read a statistic, it's not a surprising one, that says 91% of our goals that we set for New Year's fall through. Duh. That means that obviously, do the math, 9% are successful. And of those 9%, the vast majority of those are, you know what they are: lose weight and work out more and world peace and kumbaya. And what happens is when we set these meaningless, these abstract goals, we end up diminishing this process of living with consciousness, living with intention. So nothing wrong with sitting down and getting clear about what we want to achieve in this coming year, but it's far more about what I teach in the work of Viktor Frankl, living with resilience. And so I wrote a blog, it got quite a bit of attention. Not all my blogs do, but this one did. Partially because I think the imagery really works. It works for me, anyways. And that is, instead of being setting New Year's goals, be the goal. So somebody obviously didn't read my blog, and if you want to read it, it's below. Says to me, "What do you mean by be the goalie? Be I'm not clear." Okay, I mean let's just spell it out. What does it mean to forget New Year's goals and to be the goalie? Well, on the ice, and I know nothing about hockey. I live in Colorado, but I can barely put on skates. In hockey, the games that I've watched, right? People take shots on goal, right? These are goals, these are directions, these are intentions. And that goalie, right? His job is to knock down those goals. His job is to ultimately stop them from getting through. And I've watched this guy on the ice over and over again, and he's a badass. I mean, there's just no way around it. I think in all of sports, if there is a badass, it is the goalie. First of all, just the way he armors up is just tough. That mask is just scary. I have flashbacks to Friday the 13th, being scared out of my mind. And his job is to stand there on the ice and be pounded by these shots on goal, these slap shots. Have you ever seen one of these pucks? I mean, they are, what is it? Vulcanized rubber. I mean, it's more than rubber. It's like almost it's tough. These are coming at him something like 100 miles an hour. I don't know how many times he's getting hit all game long, but we're talking dozens, maybe 100 times. And I heard, doesn't take a stretch of imagination to know, that hurts, getting hit over and over. And that's what I mean by be the goalie, because in logotherapy, again, the work of Viktor Frankl, I'm a logotherapist. What we teach people and what I try to live in my life is to be that guy, to be that goalie, to be the one that some of those goals get through. They get past us, and we have to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off and get back up on that ice. They hurt, right? When we fail, when we fall down, we're failing more often than not. And that's part of what I hate about goals, because we start just measuring the failure. And that's what we start seeing. But in the work of logotherapy, in this way of being in the world where we're conscious, we're not perfect, we're focused not on the goal, we're focused on being the goalie and what it feels like when we fall down and how to pick ourselves back up again and again and again. That's what it means to be the goalie. That's what it means to be that guy. When your diet falls apart, when your workout, membership is for naught, what do you like then? How do you respond? And as we say in logotherapy, do you react or do you respond? Do you just go into defense mode where you're just going to defend the goals that failed? Yeah, I didn't really want to join. I didn't really want to work out anyways. I'm fine with the extra 15 pounds? Do we make other people wrong for our failed goals? Do we, go into survival mode and simply react, or do we respond? Do we take back our power to choose our response? Do we take responsibility, our ability to choose our response and keep going and not give up, not quit, keep going in the game. So that's what I meant by being the goalie. It's a perfect analogy, no, but you get the point. And that's really what would want for myself this year. If I'm going to set a goal, it's going to be the type of man who, when he fails, and he's going to fail because we all fail, but I don't see the failure. I see the man who's out on the ice, as Theodore Roosevelt said, who's in the arena and who's getting pounded by the pucks again and again and again. And he's getting up again and again and again. And he's taking another shot to the head and deflecting another one. And yeah, a few of those goals are going to slip through, but more of them won't. And so, can I focus on that resilience, that piece of me, which Frankel calls the defiant power of the spirit? Now, that's a goal worthy of setting this year. I'm going to be that man. I'm going to be that woman. I'm going to be that person who commits to the resilience when the New Year's goals fall apart, as they always do. I'm going to be the man, the woman who cultivates the defiant power of the spirit this New Year's. Now, I am working with clients both in individual counseling and coaching and also in group settings. If you would like to set a goal that's worthy and that I will hold you accountable to, then reach out to me. Shoot me an email. You can get it over at defiantspirit.org. You can get my information. Sign up for, by the way, the Substack, where I write my blogs and house them. And consider working with me. I would love to talk to you about not only goal setting, but how to cultivate the tools and the strategies and that character, that defiant power of spirit that will help you get up off the ice and get back up again and again and again, because that's what the goalies do. That's what responsible men and women do. That's what we're here to do. And that's what I hope that you set for yourself as a goal in this new year, to be the goalie and to get over the goals. With that, I will see you in the next video, whenever, whatever. Until then, defy your number, live your spirit, and jump over to defiantspirit.org.